pictures are not very pretty. You know, wars are not pretty. Wars are ugly. I'm sure the pictures seen in Germany when the Allies bombed cities in Germany during the Second World War were not pretty either. But people have to understand that we're not in the movie business. We're not here to make Gaza or its people look pretty. We're here to make our children and our people safe. In fact, the Hamas could have made Gaza pretty, but the Palestinians could have made it pretty. When we left Gaza over 3 years ago, they had a chance to make it into a great place to live in, to invest in, to work in, and to thrive in. Instead, they turned into a launching pad for missiles against Israel, into a terror base, and today they are paying the price. And unfortunately, maybe some innocent people are being hurt. But you know, Leah, the big difference is that while for us, every dead Palestinian child is a tragedy and a huge mistake, for them, every dead Israeli child is a cause for celebration and a victory.
Ambassador Gillerman, PA President Mahmoud Abbas is already talking about trying to convince Hamas to accept a ceasefire. What would Israel do if Hamas were pressured by Arab states to accept a ceasefire? Would it be in Israel's best interest?
Well, Israel did not seek this fire. Israel shown tremendous restraint over 8 years of constant shelling from Gaza. And as I said, Israel left Gaza and was hoping that peace and quiet will prevail. But the Palestinians, as usually, never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity and chose to make it into a terror base. If Hamas decides, unfortunately the hard way, that it has learned a lesson, that it wants peace and quiet, and it will cease its attacks on Israeli kindergartens and schools and villages and towns, we want nothing more than that. We want our southern border to be safe. We want our children to go to school without their mothers worrying whether they'll ever see them again. We want people to live a life without being afraid of the next siren and the next missile. If we can create a new situation in the south, where there is a totally new security situation, without fear of terror, without fear of rockets, we will be the first ones to welcome it. This is, in fact, why we went out for this operation, in order to secure that aim.
Ambassador Gillerman, let me ask you finally, and I'm going to ask you to use your rich diplomatic experience in the United Nations. The chorus of voices in the world, especially in the West, against Israel's operation is already rising daily. How long do you think Israel can resist the calls, which you've already heard from the UN Secretary General just today, to stop the operation?
Well, Leah, first of all, I think that what we're hearing are single voices. I don't think we're seeing a chorus yet. I think that as opposed to many other instances in the past, this time Israel actually enjoys the understanding, the sympathy and the support of most of the world. And it enjoys it for two reasons. One, because most of the world understands that none of their countries, be it Russia or the United States, Great Britain or Belgium, would stand for one day for what we've been under for 8 years and would act no differently. But secondly, because they all know who we're dealing with. And I don't think there's very much sympathy or love for Hamas in any foreign capital, let alone London or Paris or New York, but even in Amman or Cairo. I think that most of the moderate Arab and Muslim world hates Hamas, realizes it is a cancer within our region, realizes there's a danger to them as well as to us. And in fact, whether they can do it publicly, as the Egyptian foreign minister did just the other day, or saying it quietly, they are with us, they understand us. How long that window of opportunity will be there, as against those pictures you spoke about at the beginning, I don't know. We have to make the most of the time we have, and I believe we have enough time to see this through.
All right.